everybody, it's Mary Jane again. I thought today we'd use our crayons. I think everybody has crayons, and I'm sharpening my crayon with my pencil sharpener. It makes a really nice point, and it takes the paper off nicely too, and you don't have to worry about peeling the paper off, and it keeps your crayon sharp. That's kind of nice to know. Anyway, I got my crayons together because I know everyone has crayons, and I made some shapes. My idea was to make some trees. And trees come in all kinds of shapes. Some of them are round, some of them are triangular, some of them are oval shapes when you look at the whole structure of the branches reaching out up to the sun. And some trees have branches that go all over the place. Now, my trees are not particularly organized here. My trees are rather weird, but it's just using shapes to do a piece of art that I'm going to make into a landscape. When you draw a scene of trees and ground and flowers or whatever in a scene, it's called a landscape. So this is a landscape that I'm building. I was thinking about the streets around the school in Dunbar area. There are lots of beautiful trees and they're all colorful this time of the year. And there are also a lot of fir trees at the bog. So I thought I'd combine the thought of the trees on the streets that are so pretty with some bog trees, which are more like fir trees. And I'm going to put them behind these trees because these are more like maple trees or the different kinds of trees that are on the street. You might look up the names and find out what different kinds of trees we have because there are so many, especially in Vancouver where we have so many wonderful trees. And I was making branches a little bit different on each of the trees because some trees have branches that reach up and some trees have branches that go down and some have kind of loopy branches. Anyway, take a look at branches on trees and you'll see that they're all quite different. Now, I was putting triangles behind this. I'm making a design. It's sort of a landscape design. Because I wanted to make it easy to make the sense of fir trees. And there I'm sharpening my crayon again with my pencil sharpener. So I made the trees behind the colorful trees in front. And I used two different kinds of green because I thought that would make them more interesting to look at. You could use some blue in there. You could do anything you wanted to. But when you're making art, you can pick and choose colors. I was just trying to make the effect of fir trees behind the other trees in front. Fir trees sometimes stay green all winter. They don't shed their leaves like the trees along the streets in Dunbar do, where there are leaves all over the place. Anyway, I love this time of the year when there are leaves all over the place. Anyway, here are my trees. I made my fir trees all kind of similar. And I was thinking I'm going to put another row of trees behind those green trees to give a feeling of depth. It makes the picture look as if you could walk in and back a little bit. This is more of a design. It's not like a realistic drawing. It's more of an artistic interpretation of trees. And I made the ones at the back blue because if you notice when you're looking at the trees in the forest, the ones that go back get a little bit bluer and grayer the farther away they get. If you look at the North Shore Mountains, they're kind of a gray, blue, purpley color most of the time, unless it's a sunny day when they look a little bit more green. But we live in Vancouver, and I wanted to give a sense of depth to the forest, and this is a way to do it. And then I was thinking about the bog and those mounds of moss that are all over the bog. And so I was making some little mounds with green, and then I thought of the bushes at the bog. So this is a combination design of the local, of a sense that I feel about the local landscape. And some of the bushes have yellow leaves, and some of them have red leaves, and some of them have green leaves. At this time of the year, some of them are losing all their leaves, and there are little creatures that live in there. I put some branches in with my crayon, and a darker crayon to make the branches so that it would show up. And then I try to make it a little more deep into the woods. You know when you go to the woods and you look across the bog and you can see the forest on the other side? So that's the kind of effect I was trying to get. And those are some bushes in the woods. And there you go. And in the bog, there are little creatures living in there. Some birds and little bugs and little snakes and little spiders. Lots of spiders at this time of year. So I think I'll start drawing some spiders and bugs and some of the animals that live in the bog. And maybe we'll put them together and we might be able to make some scenes using our landscape as a background. I was even thinking we could use this as a background for some animation. I might give that a try. So that's the end of my little exercise. You can draw your own trees. Please don't make them exactly like mine. Make them your own trees and your own colors and have fun. Thanks for watching.